program is brought to you in living color on NBC.
Happy Sunday, everybody.
Yeah, welcome. Welcome to Sharon.
Welcome to Sharon.
George is
That's
here.
Sharon Hot Dog
Great to
Shop.
have you guys.
George, we've been talking about this for a couple weeks. We're so happy to be here.
I just saw him the other day and he didn't even mention it. I walked in, I'm like, oh, hey.
You're right. I
Right?
That would have been a good thing to, talk about probably.
was under the influence a little.
I understand.
Well, it is wonderful to be here, and we do have to say the reason that we are here and the reason that we know George a little bit better these days is because you are going to be joining forces with our friends from Catholic Charities in a couple of weeks in September. There's still a chance for you to get tickets to our Chefs for Charity event, and we're so excited because there's so many people involved in this, including Mike and I, because we're going to be hosting it.
That's right.
I got to ask you first, though, George. You had some friends, right,
Yes.
that asked you to be a part of it.
Yes.
What did they say, and why couldn't you say no?
They're very persuasive.
They are very persuasive. Sadar and Octavio from Station Square and Cafe 422 asked me to be a part of it with them, and we joined the rest of the group, and I think there's either 20 or 21 of us. What a great event for them to bring 21 restaurants, 21 different tastings of food, and one ticket gets you
Like
21 meals. Yeah.
all of these great people.
Should be a great spread there, and all of Warren, Youngstown's, and
even you.
yeah, somebody from Sharon there.
I think that's what made me say I have to come. And we have not been here. We've been able to take the show on the road so many times because of Steelite. You are a user of the old Shenango China, which of course is near and dear to John's heart. But seeing you guys come together from even over state lines for something like this, and we've never been able to be here. So that's why I wanted to say we got to go,
Yeah,
right?
we gotta go. Coming up on 50 years of the hot dog
50,
shop.
yes.
There's Sharon Hot Dog Shop, right?
Yep.
Can you believe it?
It's hard to believe, but it's here, almost here anyway. And it's been great from my parents, starting it, and myself and my sister working it, and now I have actually both my sons, they work. They're out from college.
I think I see them sneak. Are they sneaking in the background over there? I thought I saw that.
What's the staying power? Why do you think it's been successful for so long?
Well, it's affordable. Hot dogs affordable, breakfast is affordable, and it's been a staple here in Sharon for almost 50 years. And treat the people right and give them a good meal, and they're happy. They're going to keep coming back. Our customers come three times a day sometimes.
And how do you not look at this thing and smile?
I do like that guy.
So
I do like
cute.
that guy.
It's adorable.
I didn't realize it was more than just hot dogs, I guess. And I guess some people don't. And I'm seeing all the salads and breakfast and things like that.
You're right. Yeah, we do all array, breakfast, lunch, dinner. And we were open 24 hours at one time too, which is pretty wild.
24 hours. All right, take us through some of those dogs over there.
Here, this is.
So that's the chili cheese, cheddar and chili. The Chicago with the tomatoes, relish, and onion. The New York, we call it, with sauerkraut and mustard.
Okay. And on the other side.
Ooh, speaking of Sadar.
Yeah. Sadar is gracious and kind enough to let us use his hot peppers. And, we sell a few here and there, but people are afraid of the hot stuff, but that's my personal favorite.
Don't be afraid. It makes you feel alive.
It makes you want to eat more. Every bite makes you want to eat more. So
Right.
The slaw dog, and then the traditional everything is mustard, onion, and chili sauce.
You had me at hello on that one. All right, this breakfast, what is this loveliness?
Greek omelet with the pita bread and tzatziki. It's a slight upgrade. Crispy home fries. Ours are a little different. We slice them really, really thin, cook them on the flat top.
Half of it's gone because Mike and I cannot stop just taking
I
the
like
little...
it crispy.
It's almost like potato chips.
I know.
The Greek salad with the feta cheese and Kalamata olives with our in-house Greek dressing.
Very nice. And
Yeah, the
gyro stuff.
Gyro salad.
Gyro salad, and of course the gyro with everything on it. It looks like the sun, like you're in Greece.
Yeah, it does.
Nice.
Man, I finally
John
wanted...
did a good job.
I've always wanted to go to Greece, and now I don't.
You're we're just missing some ouzo though.
Little Athens, we call it.
Well, all right, we're gonna stick in Sharon for a minute. Is that okay?
That's
because
fine.
our first story as we start our show today, we had a chance to tour the Buhl Mansion, which is just down the street.
Yes.
And they're having a 40% off sale on their rooms through the month of August. So here is why you should come here first and then go down there. The Bule Mansion is a place that attracts love, literally.
It's a labor of love, absolutely. And, we always joke like it was built on love. It was actually built as a wedding present from Frank Buhl to his wife, Julia. And then in 96, 100 years later, they moved in 1897, actually. And in 1997, my aunt and uncle opened it as a luxury inn. And again, we were the top 10 most romantic inns one year. I mean, it's all about romance here.
This place exists because a steel tycoon fell in love with a coal mining princess. The rest is history.
So the mansion was built in 1891 by Frank Buhl, who is a major steel baron, and this was a wedding present to his wife Julia, and her family was in the coal mining industry, so you needed both to make the magic in the steel mills. The house, was actually built thanks to Frank's mother coming from Detroit, Michigan to say, how can you let your wife live in this house that they were living in on this property at that time? And it wasn't big enough and grand enough, apparently, for such a beautiful bride. So she insisted, you need to build her a mansion. So they did. This house isn't much larger, I would say, than the other house. That was 10 rooms, this is 14. So most mansions that you see in the Gilded Age were a lot larger, it was more opulent, and this is very big, but this one's more of a home. It's more usable and more humble, like the Buhls. They were very humble folks that were just really down to earth compared to their counterparts. So
the mansion is just a few steps away from State Street in Sharon, Pennsylvania. If you're familiar with the area, you've driven by it many times. If you're not from Sharon, now is the time to hop online and plan your trip to see this impressive destination in person. And no, you don't need to be an overnight guest to take advantage of the relaxing day spa.
So the mansion is very close to State Street. I think a lot of people, when they're on our website, they're like, oh, it must be out in the country, and then they come and they're like, wait, it's right here? We're passing Daffins. Oh, I've always gone to Daffins, and it's right next door. So I think that, and that was intentional with the Buhls. They wanted it close to State Street because they wanted visitors. So when you come in the mansion, it has an old world feel, but it's still very elegant. It's still very opulent. It's still very Gilded Age.
We call it a castle. It is actually a Richardsonian Romanesque style mansion, but it looks like a castle with the turrets. And so, it's kind of your own castle when you arrive. So you are a king and queen, you're royalty when you get here. And we have 10 overnight guest rooms that are lovely. They all have fireplaces. They all have, big jetted tubs for two. And you can have breakfast in bed. We have a lovely little sunroom that overlooks the gardens too, if you do want to come down for that. But in afternoon tea, and on the weekends we also do a champagne and hors d'oeuvre reception. So, it's just getting pampered the whole time. We have a full service spa and literally everything. We don't do hair, but we do, body wraps and massages and facials and nail treatments and all of that. So you can come and just get pampered. And our best-selling package is our spa romance package, again, about the love.
And if you're just a history buff looking to be wowed, the tours are very popular thanks to the Sharon Historical Society.
So the tours here at Bule Mansion has always done tours in their 26, 27 years of existence. But during COVID, we kind of slowed those down, and to kind of make them a little more accessible and have them be more of an event style rather than just me and you giving a tour to you for an hour, we kind of decided to co-brand and do this big kind of 50-person tour on certain dates and times to make it more of a thing that anyone can come to. So the historical site has a lot of marketing on it to get it out to we have people coming from as far away as like south of Pittsburgh for the tours. So we're bringing a lot of people up here to see the mansion and to, showcase its history. So.
And for Laura, The best part is watching their reactions, and then the world melting away once people walk through the mansion's impressive doors.
A lot of gasping, like, oh my gosh. I mean, your reaction, you just like you did. And the biggest thing I see with our guests, especially our first time, well, actually, even our repeats, is kind of this disconnect. Like people walk in and you can almost see the stress leave. And it's like the stress button just gets popped and I see people just take it down a peg. We are nearby. We're only an hour and a half, depending on where you are in the city, from Pittsburgh or Cleveland. Half an hour from Youngstown, and yet you're in a different world.
I've never been there. I'm glad I got to see around.
Okay, I felt terrible that I had never been there either. My jaw dropped when I walked in. Like, it's gorgeous, and they are just such a gracious, wonderful host. Again, go online, 40% off if you want to have like a little romantic getaway.
Right.
It's made of love, Michael. You love love.
I love it.
You
My
love
favorite.
love.
Okay, break time when we come back.
Yeah, we're gonna catch up with our friends from Bistro 1907. A big GoFundMe campaign helped them out, as well as, speaking of hot, we've got hot sauce that is so good at Oaxaca Taco. Mark made it specifically for August.
I'll wait.
Stick around.
I'll wait.
No hot water? Call A to Z Dependable Services. Our fully stocked rapid response water heater specialist will get you back in hot water in no time. A to Z is the only call you need to make. Only A to Z.com.
Whether it's dinner out with friends and family or your next catered event, Rachel's Restaurant in Austintown always makes it special and delicious. Award-winning cuisine, relaxing atmosphere, and so much more. Rachel's Restaurant, Austintown.
Welcome back to Valley Spotlight, downtown Sharon at the Hot Dog Shop.
The Sharon Hot Dog Shop. I kept saying to everybody I was going to the hot dog shop. And they
Different
were
place.
like, oh, the one over here, the one over there. And I'm like, no, the one in Sharon. They're like, huh? I'm like, no, for real. This place has been here for 50 years.
Right.
We're glad to be here. You know what else we're glad for?
What?
Hopefully, all of our friends from Bistro 1907 will be back at work soon.
Well, they're doing a little better now thanks to this initiative.
Yeah, we put together a GoFundMe campaign because we weren't sure how to help them. And we were fortunate to raise over $11,000, and we were able to give each person about $200 because there's lots of people that work there, and this is what they had to say, which is just wonderful. Makes me so happy.
Giving it to my lady, let her take care of what she got to take care of because she's going through some stuff, on pension. That ain't no money, It's been hard, but we made it. We made it.
You coming back?
Oh, most definitely. Most definitely. I'll be there bright and early. If I got to take Norvale's 4 to 12 or 4 to 1, I'll be there at 4 o'clock in the morning.
It took me months to find a job. Like, I just got hired at like a place. It was so hard because it was like, there's so many things I had to pay bills. I couldn't pay my car insurance. There's just like stuff I couldn't do. I didn't even have gas for my car. Like, it sucked. But that's okay. That's what it's going to do for. It's also going to go towards schooling as well.
So are you going to come back to our team, or what do you think?
Yeah, I am. You guys are like awesome. So I appreciate you guys. Yeah, I'm going to come back. Yeah.
It means a lot. I'm excited for the new venture. I'm ready to hopefully get Youngstown restarted back up. So
I can't wait to see those folks.
I know. It's been a long couple months here. Okay.
In the meantime.
Hot sauce.
Yeah.
Hot sauce. People are always asking at Oaxaca for hotter sauce.
They are?
Yes.
Well,
You're
mission
not wrong,
accomplished,
but
huh?
now we got it.
Hey, Lauren.
Red hot
Summer.
Red hot summer. That's what it's all about out here at Oaxaca Taco. This month, Mark, you're giving people something to talk about.
Well, I think I am. I think, in Mexico and a lot of regions around the world, the hotter the weather is, the hotter the food they want because it naturally brings down your body temperature. So we're going to do something that's a little Tex-Mex, but it has its roots in old school 9,000 year ago Aztec culture in central Mexico.
Back when they were using these things,
Yeah, the molcajete.
like real.
And so it's called Diablo sauce.
Diablo, not the stuff that you're used to seeing in a packet from another restaurant that we're not even going to say the word because
Yeah,
it's like a bad word around here.
No,
putting
it's
that
not
out
in a
there.
packet. This is real sauce. We're going to use some spicy sausage. It's going to have diced green chilies. It's going to have serrano chilies. It's going to have cumin. It's going to have roasted garlic. It's going to have scallions. It's going to be really good. And it's like almost like a gravy stew over top of, you want to put on enchiladas or burritos or chimichangas or whatever you want to do. But it's just got a real beautiful spicy and sticking with the roux, so it's got a great creamy mouth feel to it.
Oh, I
and
can't
it's going
wait.
to tingle your palate.
All right, we're going to go back there. We're going to see how it's done. And Fred, this is the moment that you've been waiting for, darling. The hottest hot sauce ever.
I don't know if it's going to be the hottest for Freddie.
Not right, that's true. But hot sauce for here, and we are excited about
Yes,
it.
we
So
are.
let's get the party started, shall we?
See you in the back.
All right, Red Hot Summer.
Red Hot Summer. We got some red hot chorizo sausage. Chorizo is both used in Mexican culture and the Spanish culture. We're using more of a Mexican chorizo, which has a little bit more cumin in it, but it's beautiful. You can tell that red from that oil that it's releasing says love, and it says a little bit of spice. So to this, we're going to add some serrano chilies to add some heat. We're going to add some roasted garlic to add some depth of flavor. Some green chilies, of course, because it is a green chili based sauce.
All right.
We're going to add some white onions. We're going to add a nice amount of cumin, ground cumin, because it gives that real nice earthiness that we're looking for. We're going to stir this all together. We're going to let those onions saute and those chilies saute. We're going to let these get happy for a little bit. You want to add in that salsa verde behind me, Lauren? And we're going to add in some salsa verde just because it makes it easier for you at home to do something like this. You can come to Oaxaca and get your salsa verde, or you can buy a jarred one at the grocery store. It's better here. We make it fresh. All of these. Yeah. So this is all going to come together and have a nice, beautiful reddish color. Can you smell that?
Oh, it smells so good.
It really does.
Oh,
Got all those different flavors. They're going to come together and just be really happy. Thanks, Mike. And we're going to let this simmer for about 5 minutes. 5 minutes has passed. We're going to add some flour as a thickening agent. And you can do a roux, but all the fat from that beautiful chorizo we're going to use as the fat component of the roux. And a roux is typically a thickening agent made of fat and flour. It's usually 50% of each. So if you have a cup of oil, a cup of flour.
That's good math.
It is. It's easy now.
Yeah, it's easy to keep track of it.
So if you have a vegetable stock or you have a nice pork stock at home, you can use that. A lot of times in Mexico, just because it's the easiest thing, they just use good old water because all the ingredients have so much flavor themselves. And what we're going to do is we're going to stir this together. It's going to thicken naturally. We're going to let that flour cook out. We're going to simmer it for about 15 to 20 minutes. Then we're going to come back and make a beautiful burrito, a beautiful chimichanga.
All right.
Last thing we want to do is add some scallions. That'll give just a little bit of a nice color and flavor to it. Just make that sauce look beautiful somewhere. God, that brings me right back to Chi-Chi's. Mike Case, where are you, buddy? We're back.
All the magic happened.
It did. It took a little while because my grill wasn't cooking as fast as I'd like it to, but we got this wonderful Diablo sauce, again, rooted in Mexico with the Aztecs over 9,000 years ago. I know that another chain has it in a little packet that's red. That's not really Diablo sauce.
Okay.
Okay, and this is also a big part of Tex-Mex, a big part of my history when I was younger in my career when I was with Chi-Chi's. But anyways, I think it's got a deep, rich flavor. It's got cumin-based green chilies. It's got that kick of the habanero pepper to give it a little, that initial hello. It's like the first kiss. It takes you back a little bit.
Is it so
I know.
delicious?
So like back in the day when you make a burrito, you want to make sure you dip your ends so they're not dry, and then you want to cover it in the Diablo sauce. Just like that. Look at that.
So good.
Now the chimichanga is not as important because it's already cooked. But if you wanted to put cheese on that and bake it in the oven for a little bit, I think that would be perfect. Then we're just going to top it with a little cilantro.
Oh, I'm not even doing my job.
That's okay, Lauren. And if you want to hit it with a little lime, but I think these flavors, I'm going to take a bite, you take a bite.
Okay.
Which one are you going for?
I'm going for
the chimmy?
I guess so, yeah.
Now you know that one's fried, so you're gonna have to cut a little harder. And mine is filled with carnitas, so you got pork and pork. So it's like an explosion of pork flavor here, because you got that stewed carnita meat in its own fat.
What's mine?
Then you got, yours is a chote chicken.
Oh, okay. How is it?
That takes me back to when I was 18 years old. Woo! Baby, you gonna do a little salsa?
That is, wow, good.
It's really, really good.
Wow, good. All right, Diablo sauce on special here at Oaxaca Taco through August and probably
beyond.
Mark, thank you.
You're welcome, Lori. Thank you.
So good.
Thank you. I think it's a winner chicken dinner.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
Well, did your eyes water or anything like that? Do you like the hot?
The burrito was amazing, right?
Do you like hot?
I do like hot.
Oh, well, that's right up your alley.
And it was really good. And I had a really red dress on that day, so it like went together. That's good.
Perfect. We played in a lot of golf outings.
Yeah.
This area has a million golf outings, and they're all fantastic.
Yes.
But we had one the other day at Avalon Lakes that was really cool, and it raised $100,000.
There it is.
For charities here in the area.
That is amazing.
Encino Energy is the largest oil company in the Ohio market. And we have really rich, perfect oil from Lake Erie all the way down.
Go figure.
So they came, they brought their guys from Texas, everybody loved it. Here's where the money goes.
Those funds will be distributed to 5 charities, all impacting communities in Appalachia, Ohio. So some of those are based more here in the Mahoning Valley. So for example, the Youngstown Chamber Foundation is going to be receiving one of those $20,000 checks. The Brightside Project, which is based in Columbiana County, they're receiving a $20,000 check. The Guernsey County Community Improvement Corporation, they have a manufacturing workforce initiative that they're launching. $20,000 will be earmarked for that initiative. The Muskingum Watershed Conservancy Foundation will be receiving $20,000, and the Foundation for Appalachian Ohio. The Muskingum Watershed Conservancy District Foundation is specifically important for Encino because our largest landowner is the Muskingum Watershed Conservancy District, which is Ohio's largest conservancy district. So we're, as you can see, we're spreading the wealth, so to speak, around Appalachia, and it's very exciting in a variety of ways. So workforce, conservation, and a variety of initiatives that are going to be impacted through about 8 counties from the donations today.
Kudos to you, Encino Energy, and we hope to see them all back next year.
That is wonderful. And again, they could do it twice a year.
If they want.
If they want to raise $100,000 a couple times a year, I'll take it.
All right. Little barber segment, huh?
Yeah, a little barber. And you want to make a muscle?
No. Have that many? But this guy does.
We have been waiting to tell Paulie's story for a very long time. When you see this guy, you will be inspired to live your very best life. One look at Paulie Polito and you know he's a man on a mission. But just how many missions should be the real question. The practically self-taught barber and hairstylist has been putting others first for over 20 years now.
I don't want to just try to get somebody in a chair and then get them out right away. I want you to be happy. When you walk out the door, I want you to feel like, yes, like $1 million, you know what I mean? Like whether it's your haircut, you know, I did a style, your beard, your eyebrows, your color. You know, I pick and choose. I don't do a whole array of things, but yes, I am a hairstylist. I do men and women's hair, but I pick and choose what I like to do and what I'm comfortable with. And if I don't feel comfortable with it, I make sure I'll point you in the direction, even if they're not with me, you know what I mean, or around me, to somebody that will do the job that I think will make them happy.
And for Paulie, even though what happens in his chair, in his shop in the center of Girard, is very much within his comfort zone, the medals and trophies you see behind him took stepping out of that zone entirely.
It was the thrill of doing something roller coaster. Oh, I don't know if I want to do that. You're so scared. You get on it, you get off, what's the first thing you say? Let's go again. So, and I'm like, yeah, that's not going to be me. Well, guess what? That's me.
Paulie was always in the gym, focused on his health and form, but when the mention of competing as a bodybuilder was brought up by his friends and trainers, he jumped into training mode.
So my buddy, Tyler Ferguson, who is my coach, he would help me with my meals, my plans. You know, he basically asked me what I like to eat, And then he would give me a regimen. I eat 6 times a day. I eat at 6, 9, 12, 3, 6, and 9 every day. I'm drinking right now, we're currently right around 2 gallons of water a day, along with eating 6 meals. Now, a lot of people don't understand that when you're eating 6 times, you're not eating 6 dinners, you're eating 6 meals. Just enough for your body to do what it needs to do and not overdo it.
Paulie was putting in the work on top of his day job and on top of he and his wife Brenda caring for 6 rescued pups and 8 rescued cats. Just this past May, Paulie gave himself yet another deadline.
So this year, when North Coast came around, so I said, oh, 50 will be my year, that's when it'll be. I was always joking around, you know. Well, here it is, I turned 50 the day before. So I won all of my classes, I won overall, and I did it as a master, which was just like, and that's all I really wanted to do.
But that competition opened the door to many more divisions within the North Coast area in the world of bodybuilding. The feelings that came with the titles might have been the biggest win of all.
You know, and it was just coming out there, and just when you look out there, you have your wife, a couple of my good close friends, and then my family. It was just awesome that I felt like I was giving them something. Even though I'm out there, I just want to prove it for myself. But when someone's there and you show up and you're able to deliver, it was just awesome.
And Paulie's gratefulness doesn't end once he walks away with trophy after trophy and medal after medal. His longtime customers, his longtime friends, and his devoted family, they become the center of attention every year at his customer appreciation event. This year, he served hundreds of people just to show them how much they matter to him.
I do it the first Saturday after 4th of July every year. It's been the same since I started, rain or shine. And it started off small. I just did hot dogs and hamburgers. A lot of people came out and supported. And then I just opened it up a little bit more and more to friends, family, and clients, you know, obviously. But just to do something for the community, do something.
Got me right when I took a bite.
Right?
Mm-hmm. Think he eats a lot of gyros?
No, he talked about eating 6 times a day, and like I'm pretty sure he's not eating a slaw dog and gyros. But God bless him, he's a talented guy and such a big, warm heart, doing all of that for the community.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Ron Flaviano was so kind to put this together with us about a local band called WE NEX.
Right.
So they are next.
Let's see.
For Lynda Campbell, helping her mom at the Warren Flea Market has made her a familiar face here in the Valley. Her friends at the Flea didn't even know she had a pretty sweet band called WE NEX until now.
Well, I don't know. I guess I'm a little humble. And, you know, I love the flea market because I love being around all the people. The Warren Flea Market, man, it's happening down here. And I love just being around the people. My mom's been here for 13 years. So I kind of like hang with her down here, and I got to meet everybody down here. But my talent, I kept separate, you know, and I wanted to surprise them, you know, like today. This is the first time they saw me since I've been here. And they're very surprised because they never knew I could sing or perform. So I love it. I love to see the smiles on their face, the surprise look, everything, you know. It does my heart good. I ended up singing for a lot of bands until the point where I got tired of singing for everybody, and I decided, let me show y'all how this is done. Let a female show you a little something. So this is when I decided to start my own band, and I just went around and I picked each one of my band members individually to fit what I wanted.
And everyone plays to their strengths in the band.
I don't know, we just feed off each other's love and care so that we can sing the way we do sing. Everything is in harmony. We work hard to do what we do. I also sing in the praise team at my church. And I'm an avid grandmother. I don't know. That's all I got.
It's mostly in my nature, so it's just something that comes out of you, you know. It's my nature, so I just go with the bass and the drums, really, the bottom half, and I just put the rhythm to it, you know.
At the VFW in Hubbard, and they asked me that I want to play a song, and I was like, what the hell, I'll play it. Got up there and I played one, and they was like, well, you need to come to the band. So I went to rehearsal, and I've been there ever since.
I've known Lynda since like the mid-90s. We performed and jammed off and on with different groups. And she started the band, had some personnel changes, ended up calling me, and I've been with them ever since.
The original Lynda, the way she does it, she got a real good ear to hear, and she just put us together. Everywhere we go, they say that 4-part harmony is very tight. That's what really draws the crowd, because of the harmony and the unity and how it's together. She's a good girl. She knows her stuff.
Our chemistry. We all get along, and, you know, we're like family. Yeah, they've been there for me during my hard times, and yeah, it's family.
Each drawing from their musical inspirations.
I would say Etta James. Why? Because when she sang, she made you feel it.
I really love West Montgomery, that type of music. That's why I like chords.
I mean, one part of the house, there'd be jazz playing, then there'd be rock, and you know, everything from Count Basie to Alice Cooper to Elton John, so, you know, and everything in between.
My inspirations would be like AC/DC, Iron Maiden, Pat Benatar, Heart, bands like that, yeah.
And they play just about everything.
We do such a variety of songs. We do rock and roll. The only thing we don't do is country, but I'm sure she's working on one for us to learn, I'm sure.
And even a shout out to Lauren.
And this song is for Lauren at
Valley
Spotlight. So Lauren, here's to you, baby girl. I hope you enjoy it. We next. Showing up and showing out today at the Warren Flea Market. Maybe we'll do this again one day before the summer's over. Y'all go tell the rain y'all want us back. That's all. All right? We're going to take it home, y'all. Thank you for singing with us. Thank you. Thank you.
Whoa, when you get a shout out by the band.
Lynda!
That's cool. That is cool.
They didn't even know that she was been at the Warren Flea Market for years. They've never seen her perform, and now we have.
Right.
And what a delight.
So we're all in the same boat now. We all love her.
Speaking of same boats, how many boats you got going over there?
I don't know what I'm doing.
It's a mess.
We get to the next story.
It's a mess.
What's next?
I think we could take a break. So
Good, I gotta wash
you
off.
eat.
Let me shower up and we'll be
You
back
have
after this.
tzatziki sauce everywhere. Like everywhere.
Your eyes are two of the most important parts of your body, so it's best to take care of them. Optical Solutions in the Austintown Plaza offers comprehensive eye exams, medical eye care, LASIK and cataract evaluation, and more. Contact lenses in all types, plus eyewear from budget to designer frames. Optical Solutions is your complete eye care destination. Covered by most insurance carriers, contact Optical Solutions today to make your appointment. 330-797-8780.
For nearly 80 years, Cafe 422 has been the Valley's premier destination for steaks, seafood, and fine Italian cuisine. Join us at Cafe 422 for lunch, dinner, and all of your special occasions. Cafe 422 in Warren and Boardman.
We're back here on Valley Spotlight at the Sharon Hot Dog Shop, open 7 days a week for breakfast and lunch
and everything.
Dinner and.
I thought I was going to go with the Chicago dog, but this slaw dog over here.
I'm going to talk George into a hot dog flight. Maybe we can have several different hot dogs for people to sample. Wouldn't that be fun? Little mini ones?
That's a great idea.
Or big ones?
Now is the time that you want to get out to Angiuli's Farm Market. We grabbed Carl so fast, so quick, because everything is happening as we speak. So
tomato season and corn season.
Everything season.
Everything season. Let's see.
Carl and Julie.
Hello.
You brought out everything you got for us
well,
today.
It is August and everything is out.
August is ready to roll produce.
We've got a lot going on.
From start to finish, the colors, the senses, you walk into the market and you just don't want to leave. You got to get one of everything.
One of everything.
It's canning season. We're going to start with peppers, right?
Peppers, yeah. You want to can peppers, now's the time. Let's get it done. Pickle season's winding down, so you better get some pickles in the jars if you want to do it, because they're going to be gone. And so then we're going to roll right into tomatoes. Now's the time to call, get your orders placed for Roma tomatoes, round tomatoes, heirloom tomatoes, grape tomatoes, anything tomato, it's all here. Fried green tomatoes, we got it.
That one's for Fred. He was like, is that what you're going to make me tonight? I was like, sure.
So we're rolling with that, so peppers, tomatoes are big, they're here. You want to get stuff done, salsas. Onions are in, so salsas, garlic, you want to get those in the jars. Let's do it.
I gotta ask, the different kinds of peppers that you guys have. It's not, this is usually what we think of for our hot
banana
peppers
hots,
and oil, right? But there's so many more that you guys have there
you
that go above and beyond.
You got your green Italian hots, you got your jalapenos, you got your semi-hot block, you got cayenne peppers over here. Lots of those are great flavor. Then you got your Italian fryers. We got the Cubanelles right there, Cubanelle. We got goat horn peppers there. That's the old school. They raise that, in my parents' region of Italy. They take these olive oil, garlic, you fry them whole. Great flavor. It's the best.
Is this the same one that you see on the necklaces too?
Yes, you can.
Is that true?
You hang them and let them dry out, and then you can,
okay.
Yeah. So
cool.
Got that, and then you got your bell pepper, and colored peppers are coming in. So lots of peppers going on. Peaches. You want to can peaches? Now's the time. August. Peach season's going to be done early this year because of the heat. So everything is like 2 weeks ahead of schedule.
That's why we're here.
So,
we want to make sure that usually we're doing this the end of August, I feel.
No, we're like beginning of August. Everything is ready now. So peaches are full. You want to do jars of peaches? We've got it. We want to do peach pies. We got pecks of peaches, half bushels of peaches. You want a small little quart of peaches? We got them. We got white peaches. We got nectarines right now. So we got a lot. And then we're going to roll into blueberries. Blueberries another 2 weeks and then they're done. So you got to get here now. We got 10-pound boxes of blueberries ready to go in the freezer. So people want blueberry pies in the morning. They want to make their toppings for their pancakes on with blueberries. We got them. This is it. So you got less than 2 weeks. So get that in.
Beans
Green beans. We're doing good. I'm going to go plant beans. That's why we're making this quick today. We're going to go plant beans now before the rain moves in.
That is a good plan.
Yeah, we're going to have beans all the way through October, so don't worry about that. Corn's going to be till first week in November. Well, that's our plan. We got a lot of corn planted. We're picking every day, lots of it. So if you don't want to get the corn done now, that's all right. You want to wait till September, you're good.
Okay.
Get this other stuff done now.
This is the time.
That's what we're telling people.
You guys have so many markets across the area.
Yes.
Such wonderful people out there bringing this produce directly to your neighborhood, so you don't have to venture out to Canfield if you don't want to. You guys are making it accessible, literally morning, noon, and night.
Yeah, it's nonstop right now.
Nonstop.
So this is it. For the next 3 months, this is what we live, breathe this, and do it every day.
All right, Carl, I'm going to take your microphone off, and now you can get back to work.
Let's go.
Okay. That's it. It's got to go. It's got to go. I was like taking the microphone off him as quickly as I could so we could get out to the field.
Super busy.
He was
pick more stuff.
Planting stuff.
Mm-hmm.
All right. This home in Austintown/Canfield with Kelly Warren and I, this is the kind of house that like people aspire to move into.
Oh.
It's gorgeous.
Yeah.
It's pretty from the outside.
And that's what the topic is on Home Advantage.
Home Advantage with Kelly Warren and Associates. Kelly, we're wearing t-shirts today because it's
we're
still
comfy.
summer.
It is summer.
Right.
We've got such a rare find. It's like spotting a Sasquatch. That's what I was going with.
And it's in Ohio.
Yeah.
Just in case you forgot. So there we go. We got the t-shirts out of the way, but this house in Canfield, but still Austintown, when you drive past it, it's one of those you want to stop and look and just take it all in.
Yes. Gorgeous from drive-by to your entire walkthrough. This one is immaculate.
When you see people that pay so much attention on the outside, I think it's like a precursor to what you're going on in the inside.
It is. I completely agree. So if you're thinking about selling, or even if you're just living in your home and enjoying it, from the outside, like before you walk inside, it's important what you have going on, you know? And I know we're all busy because I'm super guilty of it at my house. Don't walk up to my front door. I'm sure there's cobwebs and stuff and the light bulbs aren't working, you know, but if you're putting your house on the market, every one of those little details makes such a big difference.
And this home, I feel like, does a pretty good job of keeping it simple and nice, easy to maintain and take care of. You know, I don't know about you, but like even remembering to water the flowers is sometimes a chore for me. So I feel like this kind of, landscaping that they have is conducive to busy.
Yes, you see this and you think, I want this life.
Yeah.
You think, okay, I can manage that. And you think, you want to live somewhere that's neat and clean and cute and welcoming. And
it doesn't have to be like over the top landscaping. I feel like some people are like, wow, I need to get a landscaper and then I'm going to spend all this money and it has to be, levels and flowers and all this stuff. This just says no to me. You don't have to have that. I like this. All right, let's talk about some of the lights. You just mentioned lights, changing the light bulbs and things like that. But the actual light fixture itself, these are big and impactful. Yeah. And even the one that's down, a little bit closer to the driveway, they all match.
Right. Modern, matching, black, classic, timeless. Like it's going to match everything. It's a nice staple piece.
Yep.
So yeah,
good calls. Okay,
and then she did a pop color on the door. So even if we're going with the grays and the whites and the blacks with everything else, a little pop of color with your flowers or your door or something, it's perfect.
And then the flowers match the door, which I like even more. All right, so this listing is live on KellySoldIt.com.
KellySoldIt.com, 2929 West Spring Pines.
And it's kind of like in between Canfield and Austintown.
We're Canfield mailing Austintown schools, great little park-like area. Perfect.
Yeah, the drive-in when you come to see this house is worth it just to come in and take a look because, the whole neighborhood is gorgeous too. So, Kelly, you're looking great as always.
Thank you.
Bigfoot, Sasquatch, I don't care. Always looking good and always a wealth of knowledge. So tell everybody how they can get a hold of you.
You can call or text 330-717-2689.
I like texting. It's lots of fun. And she'll send you pictures too. Thanks, Gal.
Let's take you back. A really fun Truly Trumbull trip idea was the escape room. I made it out. Some of you may not be so lucky.
I got this up. I didn't get it on my fork yet. What's wrong with this? All right.
Hi, this is Beth Cotlis Carmichael with Trumbull County Tourism, and this is Truly Trumbull Trip Ideas for your visiting friends and family.
To be able to be in an interactive game was super interesting to me.
And almost like a dream job then, I would think.
Oh, absolutely. This is the funnest job I ever had.
A dream job for Amy, a fun, thought-provoking experience for the rest of us. Escape Room Niles has been locking people in rooms and daring them to get out for a little over a year now.
This area is actually it's really booming up here. Where I'm from, we don't have malls really anymore because nobody's here. You have that nice mall across the street. The people that come in here have a blast.
And the people come from all over. There's a certain number of enthusiasts that travel the area doing escape rooms, and there are some that are local adventurers.
We have new people all the time coming in. We have a lot of repeat customers, which is also why we want to make sure that our rooms stay up to date and switched out as often as it makes sense to.
Which is why Escape Room Niles has to rotate the themes to keep them fresh. Right now, there are 3 of them.
So the room we're in right now is our Titanic room. I think that's probably our easiest room. I think people would say that as well. It's called Titanic and the Curse of the Mummy. So there had been rumors that there was Egyptian artifacts on the Titanic. And so your job here is to find all of the relics that belong in the sarcophagus that we have in the other room. And once you do that, you're able to escape. You save the Titanic and it never sinks. Probably I'd say middle of the road room is called Jailbreak, Jailbreak of the Wrongfully Accused. And it is inspired by Stephen King's Shawshank Redemption, where you play Andy's cellmate. You get locked in the cell and you have to find evidence to prove that he is not guilty and give it to his lawyer. So that one's a fun room, especially for big groups. It's just a lot of fun to try and get out of it. And then our third one, which is probably our hardest and probably our most popular right now, is the Capone Speakeasy, where you are actually playing against Capone. So you're trying to break into his speakeasy because his gang murdered your gang, and so you're trying to blow it up.
The gamer's job is to find the clues and solve multiple puzzles to work your way through the game, and eventually out of the room. As you can see with me locked in a jail cell with no idea what to do, it sounds easier than it looks. Luckily, Amy and her team are watching the entire time.
Don't be afraid to ask for a clue, or if I see that they are completely not doing anything they're supposed to be doing, we can always just come over the loudspeaker and say, hey, you guys look over here in this area, or we're always here to help nudge a little bit, especially for those new people that are new to escape rooms.
New or experienced, younger or older, Escape Room Niles makes sure everybody has a good time.
We see everybody. We had a lady in the other day who was just turned 93. So, we get them from small to large, young to old. If you like puzzles, it's an interactive puzzle, so it's fun.
Adding to the tension, you only have an hour to figure it out before the game ends. But when you get the cabinet to open, or when you find the combination and the secret drawer that pops out, or the jail cell unlocks.
Oh my gosh. Like, you can hear it. They're like, we got it. It's also funny because when we sit back and we're watching and we're listening to what everybody's doing, you'd swear we're watching a sports game because we do the same thing. Like, they get something, we're like, yay, they did it.
We have such a legacy, created such a legacy here in the Valley, and we're very well respected by numerous manufacturers in the industry. We're a leader in our industry, and I want to continue that. We want to continue that, and we want to take it to the next level. Whatever that level may be, we're ready for it.
So let yourself go to Ducat. Let yourself go to Ducat. Is the low-cost living anti-inflation department store.
Shop Hills in the Liberty, Lincoln Knolls, and Boardman Plaza's Youngstown, and the Ridgeview Plaza in Warren, and the Hills location in Champion, all open 10 till 10 daily.
Safety is our top priority at Barina's Automotive Center when we're taking care of your vehicle. We invest in the latest equipment to service the newest makes and models and keep our team's education up to date on the latest skills and techniques. At Barina's, we provide a free digital vehicle safety inspection so you can actually see what we see and understand our recommendations. Barina's Automotive Center on Robbins Avenue in Niles. Call 330-652-AUTO today and get your car back on the road safe and sound.
taking one cash offer for your home doesn't have to be your only option. I'm Barbara Corcoran, and especially in today's current market, having a local real estate agent who offers great marketing and options that are customized to fit your needs is smart. In Youngstown, the agent I trust is Kelly Warren. Kelly can give you a guarantee to sell your home, instant offer, and the best marketing strategies in the Mahoning Valley. Get the option that's right for you. Go to kellysolder.com.
We are back here on Valley Spotlight.
You're all shined up. You're doing just fine.
I'm doing fine. You know, one of the first things I learned when I started working in town, you come down Mahoning Avenue and you see that U-Haul building and you're like, oh, that is cool.
That was something.
Yeah.
You know, Sabina, today's her birthday that we're taping this. And the first few times that she was in the car with Fred, we used to drive past that building and she would say, hey, Freddie, that's where I was born.
What she thought it was?
Why? She just thought it was the coolest
in a
building.
U-Haul storage
and
container?
she wanted to impress him with how beautiful the building was.
Well, here's a look
bless
back and also some of the history behind Isley's. A dairy started by Swiss immigrants in 1904 down in Mansfield, Ohio, made a huge impact here in the valley for decades. That's right, Isley's, famous for its neighborhood delis, skyscraper cones, and Chip Chop Ham, once had a manufacturing plant here in Youngstown. The U-Haul building on Mahoning Avenue was once home to one of 11 Isley's manufacturing plants. Designed by Charles Ousley at a cost of over $400,000, the Youngstown plant was built in the 1930s with a distinctive Art Deco appearance. We caught up with Brian Butko, author of Klondike's, Chipped Ham, and Skyscraper Cones, The Story of Isley's, and learned what prompted him to document the company's history.
Well, when I was growing up, Isley seemed to be everywhere, and then suddenly they weren't. So what intrigued me is, how could so many people love a company and then it just disappears? So I spent many years talking to workers and family, and so the book touches on all the different aspects, some of the popular products like chipped ham or Klondike bars or skyscraper cones, and then some of the other things too, the different cities that the plants were in, and the history of how it evolved from horse-drawn wagons to a big company.
At its peak, Isley's operated over 400 delis and dairies here in Ohio, in Pennsylvania, and in West Virginia.
They were pretty standardized, and that was what was revolutionary, that they probably put a lot of little mom and pop places out of business back in the 1920s and 30s, but the basic flow of the store, when you would come in, there was the deli case, so it was a deli, and then there would be the lunch counter and then the ice cream. So it was all of those, and that's why they became such a popular gathering spot. They really addressed grocery needs, lunchtime meals, and then the desserts.
Two of Isley's ice cream flavors are certainly remembered fondly.
Maricopa and Isley's White House, which was the cherries and vanilla, and was supposedly named for the cherry trees that were in Washington, D.C.
But changing technology and consumer habits would alter the course of this company.
By the 1950s, supermarkets were coming in, so you could make one-stop shopping. Same with freezers were bigger, so now you could get a half gallon to take home and not have to eat a cone there. Places like Baskin Robbins now you could get 2 or 3 flavors on a cone as opposed to a skyscraper was just one. They were stuck with a lot of in-town locations where people were moving to the suburbs, Dairy Queen setting up on the edge of town. And then I think the Isley family, now instead of 3 or 4 brothers, you had 18 or so cousins who all had different ideas. And so all those factors came together, the changing food habits in the 60s. And they opened up the Sweet Williams restaurants. They tried some more mini-mart kind of locations, but it was hard to change, just like a ship changing direction, hard to change a company with hundreds of restaurants to go a different direction.
While their iconic delis are no more, Isley's continues to live on.
A lot of people remember the Isley stores, the plants, and really There are a lot of workers beyond that, the people inside the factory, the women working there. In the early years, they called them Klondike girls, dipping by hand the Klondikes in it and making pies, and all the work that went into butter and sour cream, things like that. And then the delivery drivers, sometimes making 2 trips a day to a store to keep it stocked.
And you can still find Isley's ice creams, barbecue sauce, and chipped ham in many local supermarkets.
And you can still get their ice cream.
Yeah.
Right?
At
Giant Eagle.
And Sweet Memories in Girard, I was going to say. I like to think of what was her name, not the name of the place.
Right. Lynda Barton.
All right, George.
George, I didn't know there was a National Gyro Day.
Yes, there is.
What's the day?
It's September 1st, I believe.
You want to hang out or something?
Either 1st or 2nd.
It's going to be my new favorite day.
I'm going to look for that machine you asked for.
Right.
You didn't. I don't know if you've ever shared with our viewers, but it does come up.
I'm a big fan of the gyro, mate. I'm a big fan. And I don't want the real lamb either. I like this kind of processed, whatever it is. That's what I like.
Mixture, beef and lamb, yes.
That's what I like.
Right out of Warren, Ohio.
Mm-hmm.
That's very good. Everything has been very, very good. High quality.
Thank you.
And delicious. And of course, you're using you're using some very nice china.
Thank you.
That our friends from Steelite would, of course, bow down to and say that is some of the original stuff. And you've been using these plates for like 50 years here.
Forever, yeah.
That's how good they are.
They're very good.
You can't even tell.
Crazy.
They look brand new.
They really do.
It's
okay. You just buy more.
We just buy a few more. That's all.
We want to say thank you for having us, and people that are coming this way. There's lots of reasons to head to Sharon. Obviously, the Bule Mansion down the street, but Water Fire's coming up again, right?
Another one. Yes, September 21st, I believe.
Okay.
I think they're in their 10th or 11th year, and it's the second one for the season, and it's always a great time.
You're in the sweet spot for that, right?
We're almost in the sweet spot.
People walk right over.
We get a lot of people. They walk all over it.
I bet.
From one side of the hill from the west hill to the east hill, they walk.
And then we're going to see you again for our Chefs for Charity event, thanks to the Catholic Charities. So if you want to buy tickets, just check out the Facebook page for Catholic Charities. Mike and I will be hosting that event along with 20 some other restaurants in our local area. You're the only one from Sharon, though, so Thank you so much for doing what you do for our area too.
I'm honored to be the only one from Sharon. That's a big thing.
It's a big thing, very big
Sharon
thing.
On the map, yes.
How much do you think we'll eat that day? I gotta need a ride home. Not because we're drinking, just for eating way too much.
I was thinking about what I was gonna wear, and then I was like, I'm not wearing that.
Yeah, something with elastic.
I was gonna say, there's no way. I'm gonna need something to cover it all up. But thank you so much.
Thank you, guys.
Tell folks how they can watch the show.
Yes, they can watch it at 10 o'clock on Sundays, or follow us on Facebook or Instagram. ValleySpotlight.com has everything that we've been doing over the past, 6-7 years?
Check out the new design of the new website. It looks fantastic.
And 10,000 of you are now following us on Facebook. So thank you. That is a huge milestone for us. 10,000 people. So
awesome.
Thank you.
All right, retro-mercial time. Taking you back, Isley's fans, to the old Klondike Bar commercials.
Ready?
Say goodbye.
That's what we use. Bye-bye.
Bye.
My vote for best starring role in your freezer, Klondike ice cream bars. There's drama. Rich vanilla ice cream against thick chocolate coating. There's action. Biting the chocolate. Intrigue. Licking the ice cream. Suspense. Will you have to share it? And if somebody tries to grab my Klondike, a great chase scene. If you like this review, you'll love the bar. No one puts chocolate and ice cream together like Klondike. Take it from Gene Shalit.
If you like this video, subscribe to Valley Spotlight on YouTube and be sure to click on the notifications bell so you know when we've got some new stuff. You also can like us on Facebook, follow us on Instagram and Twitter, and subscribe to us on Vimeo or our Roku channel.